Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and hello if you're new here. My name is Sydney if you are new, and I like to do all things decorating over here. And today I'm going to be doing another shop with me. I went to a few stores and then at the end I did pick up a few items, so definitely stay tuned till the end. But without further ado, let's jump right in. Alright guys, so I headed to Dunkin' Donuts. I actually just got an iced black coffee and then headed into Marshall's, so that is the first stop in this video. I first noticed this beautiful glass and gold pumpkin, and it was only $12.99. I thought that was so gorgeous. And then this was actually $12.99 as well, this candle with the bright green stem. So if you had a glass green pumpkin, that would look so pretty next to it. And they had the same thing in the orange stem. Back here, I noticed a couple pumpkins that caught my eye. This one first for $7.99, the little wooden pumpkin. And then the one in the back had the perfect gray color. I loved this one, but I could not find a tag on it for the price. But I just loved the texture of it and the look of it. Next, I noticed over on this clearance side that they had this box, and I just felt like it looked so elegant sitting up there. It looked more expensive than just a cardboard box with that little gold knob on it. Also, I decided to look at the florals. I have been coming into Marshall's so often looking for these specific flowers that I want, so the workers there are probably like, why is this girl always here? But then I went ahead and just did a closer look at all the floral stuff here. They didn't have the ones I wanted, unfortunately. Now for $24.99, that seems kind of expensive, but if you bend these stems, it could look really nice. I also noticed this, and I really liked the vase. It reminded me of the Target one, but it had some cute little florals, but I would probably just take it and use the vase because I loved that vase. And then I noticed these little drapey stems. I pulled a whole stem out. It does come with a bunch for $19.99, I'm sorry. That is a bunch of floral that you get, but I think that would actually be pretty in my flower boxes outside. Even though I try to stick to real flowers, I sometimes use artificial ones. So yeah, I think that would be pretty draping over my flower boxes, but I didn't want to spend that kind of money this day. I noticed these light pink hydrangeas, and I think I may have shared these exact ones in my last Marshall's video. I can't remember if it was this color or a different one. And also, Tori, if you're watching this, are these the stems that you got that wouldn't bend so that you're returning or exchanging? I was thinking that's probably that stem you were mentioning. Down here, I noticed this elegant pumpkin, so pretty, the gold ornate details. On this end cap, I noticed this cotton candy looking pumpkin, and it was wooden, so this would actually work for my daughter's room. I wouldn't have to worry about it shattering, but I didn't get it. It was just so pretty, and it definitely caught my eye. I do love the pink pumpkins, but my daughter already has quite a few in her room. I noticed this plushy one back here that had the gold stem. It was really pretty for $14.99, and then this cute acorn that would be pretty on a shelf for $8.99. I actually put this plushy pumpkin pillow in my cart for a while, but I thought $25 was a little steep for it, and I ended up putting it back. Now this pumpkin here, I have already shown it in like a brighter orange color, but they have it in the maroon, and I did notice in a bunch of the items I found this day were the maroon colors, so let me know if you decorate with the maroon color for fall at your house. This one, I couldn't find a price on it, but I'm assuming it's $49.99 because I later found an orange one just like that, and it was priced at $50. I found this hammered gold pumpkin, and it was so beautiful. I just kept staring at it, and I found this larger one next to it. I would have totally picked those up, but I don't need pumpkins right now anymore. But I just thought the leaves and the stems were so cute on that. And then this little eek pillow would be so fun for my daughter's room. And there was another matching little plushy pumpkin next to it. I wasn't sure if this is like a candy dish or what exactly, but another Rae Dunn pumpkin item. Now I noticed these gorgeous frames. The ones in the back are more spring-like, but I thought those were so unique, so I wanted to share them. I also noticed this floral arrangement for $40, and I did love the base of it. Also, I noticed this little potted plant, and I have one almost exactly like it, but green, that I keep in our laundry space all the time. So I thought it would be cute to switch it out for that one for fall, even though I didn't end up getting it. I thought these squirrel candle holders were too precious. They had a bunch of gold items over in this area, like this gold leaf, and that was really cheap for only $6. And then I noticed they had this owl and this little fox set, so I just thought those were really cute for shelf styling. And then here is another maroon pillow that I loved, this pumpkin shaped one. And I also really liked this blanket. These pillows were actually huge, and I would have picked these up if I had a set of 3 of them, but they only had the single pair, so I didn't get these, but I thought those would be so nice for a master bed. And then here's the orange pumpkin stack I was talking to you about for $49.99, just like the white ones, but orange. This drink dispenser was gorgeous for $34.99, how it had the pumpkin stem on top. If you're hosting for Thanksgiving, that would be such a beautiful touch. Also, this marble tray, I love it. It matches the acorn one I showed in my last video, which is here too. It doesn't match perfectly, but it would look really nice as a pair. And then this little tray was very interesting, so I wanted to share it. Also, I wish I would have picked up this oil canister because right now mine's just in glass, and I love that amber glass because I have a lot of that in our home. Ross is so hit or miss, I feel like, with Decor, but I loved this set here, and you could basically get both of those for around $10, and I just loved that deep brownish rust color, and I just think that would be so cute for a kitchen. They had this really nice plushy pillow, and this is a legit pumpkin pillow because the stem is so squishy and soft. So it's not really a pumpkin pillow if the stem is really hard. And then these wreaths, that was such a good price for a wreath. They also had some random candles, so I thought that white one was pretty. And I really liked this vase with the 2 handles on the side, and it was so inexpensive for $11. And this mushroom was so pretty. I thought that would be so cute for styling on a shelf. And then I also loved this glass globe. It was very pretty for an office. I loved this leaf marble decor piece, and I thought that would be cute as maybe even a bookend using the 2 leaves like that. But I also noticed this really pretty centerpiece. They had these random soaps that I glanced through, and I thought this orange one was cute for $6.99. I also loved this bed sheet, so how cute would this be with that pumpkin pillow from Marshall's? Even though it was queen, we don't have any queens in our house, just twins and a king. Also, I hopped over to Beall's home. We actually got one of these recently where I live, so I wanted to check out some of their items, and I feel like their items are very hit or miss too. They're very similar to TJ Maxx, but I don't love the store as much as, you know, a Marshall's TJ Maxx. But here are just some items that caught my eye. I loved this lumbar pillow. It definitely reminded me of Anthropology with that city scene and the bright colors. And this was definitely a Pottery Barn dupe for only $19.99. I thought these little jack-o'-lanterns were so cute. Definitely the Pottery Barn face, and they had it in the black, and then I also noticed it in the galvanized color right here. Hopping over to Walmart, so I really liked these pillows, and I was thinking I might pick them up for our front porch swing, and I'm assuming they were the $13. Over here they had these little pumpkin canisters. They came in the white, orange, and green, and they were only $6, so that was a really good deal. You guys, this collection was so good. I loved the wooden tray. I loved all the scallop details, the ruffle details on all of these items. It was just so elegant and so pretty. I loved the clear candle holders. You could use those all year round, but it would be so pretty to use all these items for a Thanksgiving tablescape. So even this Dutch oven with the gold stem, how pretty would it be to just leave that on your stovetop throughout the fall season? But yeah, all these items along a huge, beautiful Thanksgiving table would just be absolutely stunning. Here's the casserole dish, and I'm showing you guys all the prices just right in front of the items. That's what I love about Walmart. But the scalloped bowls, those are so pretty and could be used all year round. But yeah, I was definitely a fan of all of this. We don't ever host Thanksgiving at our house, but if I had the money and I was hosting, I would love to buy all of this. These items here were definitely my favorite. So I believe this was considered a stock pot, but that floral detail is just stunning. I loved this kettle so much. And if this would have been black and white, I would have 100% bought it. But then again, the black and white wouldn't really be fall-like. I love to decorate with black floral in the summer. If you guys watch my videos, you know that. And I would have picked those up. But the brown floral is absolutely perfect for fall. So yes, I just feel like all these look so lovely. Here's a little sugar canister, and then they had the little cow creamer, a little cookie jar. It was just all so adorable. And then over on the other side, they had a bunch of different pumpkin candles. So they had a few glass ones and a bunch of these velvet ones. They had the rust, the maroon, again with the pretty maroon color, a light pink little one, which was so cute for only $4, and then the white, and I loved the black velvet. And you guys, this candle was one of the biggest candles I had ever seen. Like, how massive. Hi guys, so I'm back from shopping and I have my kids home now. So if you hear them talking in the background, my laundry's going. It's kind of loud, but I shut the door. So just to let you know, that is going to be in the background. But first I want to show you guys the centerpiece that I have. So this actually, I showed it in a shop with me, my Marshall's one, and I went back and decided I wanted to get it. I thought the neutral colors would be really nice, and since we have a round table, I thought this would be the perfect centerpiece. I do something similar for Christmas, so I just thought this was pretty. I like that the leaves are like that neutral green. But what I did was I found another, it's like a faux arrangement of these flowers here. Now I kind of just have them tucked in there and they're not really coming off. So I was gonna glue them. I had my hot glue gun on and then I turned it off because I was like, you know what, if I ever change my mind, I can just take them off. But I just tuck them right in there. But it came with these gorgeous flowers. I would love to find a bunch of these. I check all the time at my Marshall's. I have the lighter ones that I'm using at our church, a bunch of them. I have a couple still here at the house. But anyways, I wanted to add in this color because I just felt like it added more color and more texture. But I just thought these colors were so pretty. And then you just put a candle in the middle. And then I actually took the tag off, so I'm not exactly sure how much this is, but I did show this exact thing and the price in my previous video. But anyways, I thought this would be so perfect for the centerpiece of our table. And then to go in it, I was confused on what candle. I wanted to get one of these pillar candles from Walmart. I was between this one and like a dark red mauve, but I think I'm glad I got this color because I feel like the other one would have looked too red. Another thing I got for the table is this tablecloth. So I did haul a tablecloth already, but it was an oblong one, and this one actually is a round tablecloth because we have a small round dining table. And I was afraid that it would look too pink with that. So I'm gonna have to show you guys when I get it all taken out, but this price, Ross is so cheap. So that's where this is from, $10.99. I don't always love their decor, but I did see some things and I just thought that looked really cute on the picture. So I'm excited to see how it looks in our living room. And this has been sitting on our dining table and it kind of just blends in with the wood. So I felt like it being on there, like on the fabric, it'll stick out more. And then another find is this copper looking pumpkin and it lights up. Look how gorgeous that is. So I noticed it's like a mercury glass copper color, but when I saw this was at Aldi, and Aldi always has really cute decor items, and I actually wasn't gonna get any fall items. I went there and saw that they had their pantry baskets that are black and wood, so I picked up a bunch of those. But as I was leaving, I noticed this and I thought this would be so pretty in our hutch. And then I almost forgot, I wanted to share these covers. I got these covers from Amazon, and I can chop these pillows nice. I kind of want to put them in here. I've been having them on our couch, but I will link these down below for you, the covers. I think this is such a beautiful pattern for fall. And yeah, but I do think they look really nice on our couch. So let me know if I should keep them on our bed or our couch. But I wanted to include this if you're interested. Also, I did think I would include this. I got this faux arrangement off of Amazon. It's these, like, I would say these are peonies, but I added in more of those like deeper colored flowers from Marshall's, and then these Hobby Lobby Cosmos stem. And I just have it sitting in here in the front room. Now I feel like the Amazon flowers were kind of fake looking. I feel like when they're mixed in with these others, it looks really pretty. So you can see the green on the Amazon one doesn't look as nice as this green, in my opinion. But somehow together, I think it looks so pretty. I'll try to include a photo that I took. So I just think the arrangement looks really nice with the stems up on our mantle. So let me know what you guys think. I will link the arrangement down below. But like I said, it's not the most realistic looking arrangement, but it's still very pretty. But I wanted to just quickly include a clothing haul. You guys, and my husband's pulling up in his Mustang, so if you can hear that, it's really loud. But you guys, ever since the Charlie Kirk assassination, my heart has been extremely heavy. It's been so hard on me emotionally, but it's been a week now, over a week, and I just feel like I've been growing further in my faith. I feel like that's the case with lots and lots of people. And I just had this thought. I was like, you know what? I want to invest and I want to buy more Christian clothing, because what better way to show God's word is by wearing it on your clothes. So I just had that thought today, and I went to some stores and I ended up coming up with all of this, which I already have a handful of spiritual like shirts, the fruits of the Spirit. I have another one about His mercies are new each morning, but I just thought I would start collecting these, and I just feel like it's a fun way to show your faith and to spread the gospel around the world while you're just doing your everyday things. Well, anyways, I went to Ross, I went to Five Below, and I went to a store called Bealls. But from Bealls, I found this faith sweater, and it's actually cropped. And if you guys know, I love wearing cropped shirts, but I usually wear pants up above my stomach so that you can't see my stomach. But I just thought this one was really pretty. It's got faith and it's got the floral, very cozy. And this is all I live in the winter. So I love wearing comfy leggings and crop tops. And this is a large, but it looks pretty small. So, and I like to wear things kind of oversized. So I think that'll be perfect. I already tried it on and I love it. And then also, I'm not used to wearing, I don't really wear jean skirts. It's always been one of those things I don't necessarily like. But I saw this one and it fits really cute. It's that jegging material. So I haven't decided. I have my receipt. If I feel like I just don't like it anymore, I can return it. I have, I think 60 days is what he said. but I just felt like it was flattering for a jean skirt, and it's just super soft because it's that jegging material. Well, hopping over to Five Below, they always have tons of crazy graphic shirts, but I thought this one was so sweet. Make Heaven Full, and I could always cut it if I want, tie it up, wear it with a skirt, wear it with jeans, leggings. Hopping over to Ross, I found these two shirts. Now this says Love Like Jesus. I thought that was such a sweet top, and it was so inexpensive. It was only $7.99. And then to go on top of that, I thought I could wear this cardigan from Bealls, so where I got the Faith sweater. But it has the little dainty bows and it has the floral, and I just thought that would maybe be cute, but if not, I have another shirt that'll look so adorable under this cardigan. And then these little bow ties in the front like that have been very trendy. I already have another cardigan that looks like that. And then the last shirt I got is this one, and it says Saved in the back, but in the front it just has a dainty butterfly. I thought this would be cute with a brown polka dot skirt that I have, or even just with jeans. But I just love that, Saved with the butterflies. And then I've been really wanting to get shoes like this. I know those are really trendy as well. These are like UGG knockoffs, but I just feel like these would be cute for when I wear my flared and boot cut jeans instead of wearing, you know, my huge Uggs underneath them. So I just wanted to get some of these, and these I think were only $15 from Bealls. So I thought that was a really good deal. All right, everyone, that is it for this week's video. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments below. I'm so grateful that you guys are here, and all your sweet comments. I always really enjoy reading them and responding. But I will see you guys very soon with my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful and blessed day.